There goes a cable car down towards the base of the mountain. And hey there, today is Wednesday, August 27th. It is 2:02 p.m. and I am here in Quebec City, and where else but the province of Quebec. Actually, I'm not sure if this is located within the city limits itself, but we're here at Montmorency. Pardon my mispronunciation of the French language. I just took an Uber here from the old part of Quebec City, and we're going to go check out a waterfall that is taller than Niagara Falls. And I took an Uber just to that parking lot over there. It cost about $18 and took about 15 minutes or so. And entrance to the park on foot was about $12.50 plus fees for adults. I think children are free. And a round trip on that cable car is $17, and apparently it offers sweeping views of the falls, but I thought it might be nicer to go on the full trail around the property on foot. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be heading over to a suspension bridge.
People say use that word still.
That takes us right over the falls. We should be there in a few minutes. The property up here is undergoing some construction. There's a gift shop and restaurant in this building. But we started here, so we're going to walk this way over to the bridge, and then kind of loop our way to the base, and then I'll decide if I want to walk back up in the other direction or pay for that cable car. But if you're coming here and you chose that spot where I was as your drop-off spot and you want to explore by foot, this is the route you'd be taking. With the construction, this part is obviously not the nicest. And I have no idea how long this is going to take, but I do anticipate we might be seeing some rather spectacular views up ahead. And I think I just saw a city bus on that road. I was talking to Action Kid, and he said he took the bus up here. All right, that must be the suspension bridge straight ahead. And if you couldn't tell, I've never been here before. But these waterfalls are 83 meters high, or 272 feet. That's about 30 meters taller than Niagara Falls, but it's only about 46 meters or 150 feet in width. And at the base of the falls is where it feeds into the St. Lawrence River, which connects to Lake Ontario. Apparently it was named in 1608 by Samuel de Champlain. And it was named after the Duke of Montmorency, a French admiral. And maybe that's the end of my pretend tour guiding. Things are getting much nicer the further away from all that construction near the entrance. I think you could also take a Lyft or Uber or just drive to the base of that cable car and come in through that way. Apparently this area is quite spectacular in the fall when all the fall colors are in effect. And at night, just like the Niagara Falls, they light the falls up with LED lighting. We can get kind of a peek through here. So that's the walkway we'll be walking along. And I think you could see that rock face on the left there from the Citadel in the old city of Quebec. I was just wandering around that area. And it was pretty easy to catch an Uber from right around the corner where the Chateau Frontenac is. The most photographed hotel in the world. All right, and this must be the famous suspension bridge. Yeah, I think you definitely want to be going down those stairs than up, and we'll get a view of the waterfalls as I climb down.
Are you ready to leave?
There's a set of stairs here. Access to the lookout and cliffside boardwalk. Please note you will need to climb the stairs as the promenade is partially closed. Let's just take a peek at where this leads to. Looks like they have a setup where you can go rappelling. Hopefully I didn't miss out on a spectacular view by skipping those stairs. Oops. Top of the waterfall. I imagine that's going to be a pretty spectacular view down there. Oh, had I have kept going down those stairs, we would have been able to see the waterfall from that spot. And you know what? I kind of wish I did that. I'm going to run back and we're going to quickly head down there and then I'm going to come back up here and resume recording. And we are back. I'm a little out of breath. I can already tell you if you're going to visit Quebec City. This is definitely worth coming to for part of your afternoon or evening. Now we begin a long trek around. There's some nature hikes through here. It looks like the entrance to the zip lining is right around the corner. Not sure if that's the official way around or not. It must be. Yeah, I see a bridge up there. So parts of this trail aren't particularly accessible.
Après-demain, parce que j'ai oublié mes sous à la fin.
It's another mini waterfall just over there. Zipline departure straight ahead. It's interesting with these bunkers carved out here. look like trenches. Not sure how much the zip lining costs, but there seems to be a lot of people wanting to do it. It looks like there's a small historic village over there. We're going to be skipping out on that part. Oh, there's a playground down there. Lots of places to have a picnic. It's the St. Lawrence River off in the distance. I believe that's an island just over on the other side of the St. Lawrence River. All right, I think those stairs are right up here. Apparently there was a battle here in 1759. British forces attacked French positions around the falls. Attention! The panoramic staircase has 487 steps. Be vigilant. The activity requires sustained effort, especially during hot weather.
Por favor,
I'm not going to say no or back down. This is spectacular. It is up there with anything I've ever recorded on this channel. Some little shaded areas on the way down. Maybe I'll just take an Uber home from the base instead of walking back up top. And apparently this waterfall is at its strongest in the early spring due to ice runoff. I'm pretty sure you could see this little cliff face here on the right. From the old city where the Citadel is, I can see Chateau Frontenac from here barely.
Tá comigo.
Aí, já estão meninas.
think there's a bottom or an area at the bottom. You're gonna get pretty wet if you get too close. And unlike Niagara Falls, I really doubt anyone's tried to go over these ones. Looks like you'd be met with a certain death. Yeah, you can feel the mist here for sure. There seems to be a group of people using these stairs for fitness purposes, which seems kind of inconsiderate given the amount of people. Trying to get up and down. And it's one thing if you're just walking. People putting ponchos on. Can't be that bad. Oh, we're getting wet. Yeah, this is like standing in the pouring rain right now. Camera is soaked. I really just should have came to this part. All right, I'm gonna dry my camera off. Give me a moment. Well, hopefully we're all dry.
Wow. I am so, yeah.
Well, you heard it from her. She is so soaked. I didn't get wet too bad. I'm a little worried about my microphone, but it should be okay. Well, at least this area is accessible. Well, I guess that's the downside of this route. We got the spectacular view going down the stairs. Well, I'll have to spin around to get a view going this way. I could just backwards walk it, I guess. You can see those little offshoots of the main falls just to the left. And I think there was one over on the other side of that rock face over there. I saw that coming up in the Uber. There's an interesting kind of suburban community on the top of that hill. Also kind of have to wonder if this was formed naturally, or was this a mine at some sort in the past, or of some sort.
They'll get used to it.
Yeah.
Thank God we got him a lanyard and all those things.
If I end up taking the cable car up, might be a bit of a struggle to get a view out the window facing the falls. I imagine everyone will be jockeying for those spots.
Shut the door behind me.
Looks like we that red is gonna let everyone walk right up to the door.
Online, they drop it off to the front desk and they push it beside his mailbox.
I'm not sure if this is a city managed or provincially managed park. There's a nature trail, a gift shop, a restaurant it looks like just to the right here. It said 6 minutes on that sign.
I want to cross it.
There's where it dumps off into the St. Lawrence. There's a suspension bridge connecting the mainland to the island over there. How scenic and picturesque is this?
What would we?
I swear, your mother used to.
I think that's Bonhomme. Yeah, we're not going to go all the way to that side. This is slightly annoying. We can't just hop those rail tracks. Understandable, I guess. Well, I can only assume this is an active rail line. I think this is the path that'll lead you around to right over here.
Some people do.
Terminal Service Building. Up on this patio, raspberry mojito $9, a beer 10, cider 10, wine 12. There's Bonhomme. Pretty spectacular stuff. Definitely worth the trip. And I think if you wanted to call it quits here, you could get an Uber from this end as well. Cable car ticket office. There you go, zip line, $32 for adults. There's a gift shop and some snacks and water. Bathrooms. All right, if I end up taking the cable car and get a view worth recording, I will do that. Looks like a bit of a line to get back up though. So I don't know. Probably gonna have a bite and decide. So if this is it, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I've got an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. There's also links to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Anywho, was something a little different. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.